Welcome to Happy Hour Hug Nation on May 29th, day after my birthday, day after my 2-year anniversary with the beautiful and amazing Inside and Out Be-licious. But before we get into all that, let's get grounded and just take a moment or two to come into the present. Whatever wonderful things have happened in the past, whatever thoughts and ideas and intentions got you to this moment, let's be in this moment. Let's let go of the to-do list. Let's let go of our identities and our roles and our labels. And let's just be in the now. Experience as it's happening. Receive, allow. Take a deep breath. Thank you, universe, for all of our blessings. Help us to feel, see, put our focus and attention on all that is wonderful. Help us to be filled with joy so that we may spread love and joy in the world. Amen. Welcome! Welcome! Man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to talk about. The archive of this afternoon will be up in just a few minutes after this broadcast. It was about messages of the universe about our purpose and why we're here. So I will try to move on and share some other things. For example, went to Light in a Bottle, and that was amazing. Really amazing. But before I go into that, I want to talk about another special thing that happened, or is happening, and that is my 2-year anniversary with Be-licious. Now, this is significant. A 2-year anniversary is, well, rare. I have not had too many relationships that have lasted this long. This is about as long as any relationship has lasted. And that includes amazing, wonderful relationships, but none have been as magical as a relationship that I am in right now, that I am growing in, that I am experiencing, that I am blossoming in, and getting to learn about myself and learning how to love with B. So I just want to take a moment or two and acknowledge that, and also kind of share one of the significant love lessons that I've unearthed or released or witnessed to with B. And that is, and I've talked about in the past, is how my idea of what love is has changed. For many years in all my previous relationships, and still what I battle with is the idea that love is and is expressed as, in some ways, a protective impulse. In some ways, it is a way to share your wisdom with your partner, to protect them, to keep them from going down avenues or making choices that you think are not ideal. And yeah, that feels like love. But that is a protective attachment kind of love. It is not the same thing as seeing someone as their divine, perfect self, as trusting them, as realizing that they are perfect in their path, that mistakes are necessary, that someone needs to make choices to discover where they're going and what their path is about. And they don't necessarily need to be protected in that way. Now, that doesn't mean you don't share wisdom, you don't offer suggestions, but it does mean that you don't assume that you know best. And you don't assume that what you think is a misstep or a wrong choice may not be filled with all sorts of necessity. And so I've had to stretch and learn and kind of practice this as I've watched B go through all sorts of opportunities and professional things, and make choices that I wouldn't make. And it's been so rewarding to see some of these choices result in things that are fantastic, that have had things end up in ways that were way better than if she would have made the decisions that I would have made. Of course, I've also seen her stumble into things that, could have been avoided if she would have just taken my advice. But who is to say that what seems good now may not be horrific later? It's not up to me. What is up to me is to love this person as is, to love this person as they're growing, to love this person's decisions and choices and mistakes, because that is love. Love is trusting the universe and this person, and how that all unfolds is magical. Just as our challenges are perfect and necessary and part of why we're here as a human, so is the people that you love. And so that dilemma of trying to see this person as their best, trying to recognize that their path is perfect, and balancing that with some of this frustration or anxiety that you can incur when you take someone else's problems on as your own. So how do you do that? How do you love this person, recognize that their challenges are their own without feeling like those challenges need to be, cause one pain? And so that's been an amazing journey, one that I'm still working on. I imagine I will always be working on. But just recognizing that has made massive improvements to my ability to be in a relationship, my ability to celebrate what someone else is going through, my ability to be comforting and supportive without, judgmental. So, and I think that in a lot of ways, that lesson not only applies to a person that we love, but it helps us to learn that about ourselves. The Course in Miracles says that all of our relationships are teachers. Actually, anyone would say that, I think. Why do we have relationships? To help us learn. We are all one. We are all divine. We are all the cosmos. But from the adventure of this lifetime, we have a single finite consciousness. And that consciousness relates to other consciousness, other entities, for the sake of learning, exploring, and having these adventures of growth. And so as we learn to embrace another's challenges, we also, hopefully, learn to embrace our own. So, I say that not as one who has mastered this, but as someone who has just cracked the surface. And that is made all the difference. That has made me be in a place where, for the first time I think I've ever felt, that my partner is someone that I could explore adventures, life, and learning for an unknown amount of time. Who knows? And it is because this shift in perspective has allowed me to feel like in this partnership we can overcome all sorts of obstacles. Because the obstacles themselves are why we have the human perspective. That's why we have a lifetime. That's why that's why we're here. And so for more about that idea of why we're here, and that the challenges that make life a game and fun, check out the archive of this afternoon's broadcast. So, Belicious, thank you for being my partner, for embracing and loving me in a way that I don't feel like I've ever been loved before. In a way that I feel like there's never the pressure or feeling that, why can't you be more blank? Instead, the journey is about recognizing, how can I make a decision of how I want to be with this person or not, but it's never about why can't you blank blank blank. And so as I find things that I might not feel totally at peace with about myself, even if my partner helps me to see those things, it's not from a place of why don't you change. For me, it's more like, are you happy with this? I love you. I recognize that you are what you are. I love you as is. And if you have this thing about you that you want to change, that you want to, stretch, dissolve, then I would love to help you with that, because I want you to be at peace. I want you to be more open and heart celebrating, so that I can love you more and deeper. And that is the incentive that makes me want to be a better person. Not for them, but because they love me exactly where I am on the journey. And if whatever step my next step is, they want to hold my hand and help me with that. And it's like, oh, that makes it makes all the difference in the world for me. So, thank you for being my partner, being my adventure person that I can lean on and share with, and I'm just so grateful for everything that we've had together and everything we will. Happy 2-year anniversary. I love you. And just in case this is being broadcast, I want the world to know that I